and some losses they never would know. Took the long route, they had cut me before. We was down bad, talking broken and broke. Now I'm dealing, hoping it's all for the low. Get how it low, get your dough back. Get how it low, get your dough back. Ain't selling no mid, it's a whole pack. And young and I give you the whole pack. Get how it low, get your dough back. Get how it low, get your dough back. Ain't selling no mid, it's a whole pack. And young and I give you the whole pack for real.
Yo, welcome back to Highs with Low. It's your boy, Low. I'm so excited to see y'all this week, man. I got a great topic to talk about. But before we get into that topic, I wanted to say shout out to MetStar, my dog, KJ Leggett. Man, boy, you keep these pieces rolling. You going to always catch me in some MetStar. Man, he global, not local. You can catch him. At MetStar on Instagram. Check out the website. He always got some new heat. He got something for the street, something for the gala, everything. Different vibes, different flavors. So shout out to my dog, KJ Leggett. Shout out to MetStar. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, I think, a topic that I think a lot of us shy away from. All right, and I really want to get into the details of this because even myself, sometimes I feel like, man, I maybe I was made up different than certain people. I've heard like some people in my camp like really feel like people are literally made and wired differently because sometimes they may not feel called or moved by certain things, right? So really, let's just get into it. We talking about the flesh this week, all right, and fighting the flesh. And so if I lined up 10 people right now, and we talking about people that are believers of Jesus Christ that were trying at least a little bit to do right and to live a straight and narrow and try to live godly, right? Still sinful because we all are. We all make mistakes. We gonna do that. Not trying to be perfect, but just trying to walk with God. And I line 10 people up. You would see all of them struggle with their flesh. Like nobody is exempt from that at all. And so out of those 10 people in that same sample size, you may see 4 of them end up falling to their flesh, and let's just say 6 of them not. Let's talk about the 4 that did. Y'all, this started when we was kids. When we was kids, a lot of us running around the crib, playing around. Some of us would run into the kitchen, not even knowing the stove is on, touch the stove, we get burnt. Mom, burnt myself, whatever. And so from that experience, once you feel that heat on the stove, you don't touch the stove no more. You do everything you can not to. You might not even go in the kitchen no more when you notice it's on. You looking to see if the power signal is on just because you don't want to get burnt again. And so you have people that don't need to actually get burnt by the fire to stay away. You got people that maybe learn from somebody else getting burnt, or some people that just really aware that is something that heats food up. That's real fire, right? That's hot. I'm not going nowhere near it. And so the difference between those 4 people that got burnt and the people that didn't get burnt is they understand that we have a fight to fight. And so you cannot put yourself in a predicament where you're close enough to get burnt. I tell my community all the time, I do everything in my power not to put myself in a position where I am going to fail from a sinful nature. I don't want to be outside past 10 o'clock if I'm not with my wife. I don't want to eat, be at a restaurant where it's all these options and I know, I'm hungry. I'm about to be gluttonous. Like I'm working on gluttony too. That's hard, by the way, because boy, I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't put myself in situations going to the club, right? Being in sections, going to a strip club. Like, and y'all, if you doing that, man, I don't judge you at all. Like I was a jump, hop, skip away from doing those things. So I'm not trying to act like I'm high and mighty. But what I'm saying is, even when I was doing those things, I knew I was putting myself closer to the heat. And the truth of the matter is, if you're trying to step different and if you're trying to walk with the Lord, you can't be in those positions unless you're ready to fight, right? So the 4 people in that lineup, in that sample size that got burnt, they went to the club. They took off their ring. They went and tried to get female attention. They got the attention and they got burnt. Not literally, but they literally felt the heat of that. They committed a sinful act, right? The other 6, they probably stayed at the crib, watched Love Island. That's what I'm doing. Like, listen, the idea that we're too perfect and we're above being attracted to other people and things, that's dead, man. If you still talking like that, I don't want to talk to you. You don't keep it real enough. Like, we adults, we grown, right? You're attracted to other people. You see things you like. It's about being in position to fight those things. And so I'm going to give you scripture behind it. All right. In Romans 8:5, it says, those who live according to the flesh have their mind set on what the flesh desires, but those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their mind set on what the Spirit desires. The mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace. The mind governed by the flesh is hostile to God. It does not submit to God's law, nor can it do so. Those who are in the realm of the flesh cannot please God. I'm not going to keep going in because I don't want y'all to feel like y'all being preached to. But at the end of the day, it says it in the word. Y'all, it's not honorable to give into your flesh. And so know this. Y'all know I'm always going to talk hoop. We are in a constant away game. We are on the road every day we wake up. This is not our home. We're borrowing this space right now. At one point in the afterlife, we're going to go home. And so for right now, you got to prepare like this is an away game every single day, which means you have to put on your armor. You have to make sure you're in the word. You got to make sure you're not putting yourself in position to fail and commit sinful acts, which is going to put you in a space where you're going to feel lost. You're going to feel hostile, right? It's not going to honor God. And so again, this may be a little sensitive. I'm speaking to God's children right now. I'm speaking to the person or the people that are trying to walk that line. And so for those people, for that audience, you understand what I'm saying. We're not above sin. We're going to fail every day, right? But at the same time, it is about truly trying your best to stay away from sinful situations and avoiding the potential of failing, avoiding the potential to losing to your flesh. The flesh is not going with us in the afterlife. It's going to die and get buried and rot away. Our spirits are going to be the ones that dwell with God forever, hopefully. And so we have to do everything we can to feed the spirit and stay away from fleshly desire. All right. So I hope that blessed you. Even talking through that made me feel better just now. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Eyes below. Made it out. I remember sleeping at my mama's house. Ran it up. I was stacking up while they was popping out. Stay down. I ain't lose no